By 2030, there will be two kinds of people in every industry. The first kind will be working twice as hard for the same paycheck, watching their job title slowly become a museum exhibit. The second kind will be sitting behind a laptop, commanding an army of artificial intelligence that works 24 hours a day, doesn't ask for a raise, and never calls in sick. Here's the part nobody wants to say out loud. It's not about who's smarter. It's not about who has the better degree. It's about who learns to use the machine and who gets used by it. Right now, while you're watching this, somewhere a 22-year-old with no college degree is building a six-figure business using tools that are sitting on your phone right now, completely untouched. Meanwhile, a Harvard MBA down the street is panicking because the job he trained 10 years for just got automated in a weekend. This isn't a prediction. This is already happening. And in the next 15 minutes, I'm going to show you exactly which skills separate the people who get replaced from the people who get rich before 2030 makes the decision for you. Let's be honest about what's happening. Every technological shift in history created the same pattern. A small window where early movers built fortunes, followed by a much longer period where everyone else scrambled to catch up, usually too late. The internet did it in the 90s. Smartphones did it in the 2010s. Every single time, the fortune wasn't built by the people who understood the technology best on a technical level. It was built by the people who understood, faster than everyone else, what the technology made possible for ordinary people. Right now, artificial intelligence is opening that same window, except this time, the window is closing faster than any shift before it. What took the internet 15 years to change, AI is changing in 3. Money isn't going to flow to the people who are the most talented in the traditional sense. It's going to flow to the people who can direct AI systems to produce talent-level output at machine-level speed. That's the entire game. And most people are still treating AI like a toy when the smartest people on Earth are treating it like leverage, the same way a previous generation treated real estate or the stock market or a franchise license at us. Oh, let's break down the 6 skills that actually matter, not the buzzwords, the real ones. The first skill is what I call AI orchestration, the ability to chain multiple AI tools together to complete an entire workflow, not just answer one question. Anyone can type a question into a chatbot. That's not a skill anymore. That's a Tuesday. The people getting paid are the ones who can build a system. Research done by one model, writing done by another, images generated by a third, all connected together, so the output requires almost zero human labor. Think of it like this. A single prompt is a hammer. Orchestration is building the entire house. Companies aren't paying for hammers anymore. They're paying for houses delivered fast, delivered clean, and delivered without a payroll. If you learn to connect 3 or 4 AI tools into one seamless pipeline, you're not competing with people who know how to use ChatGPT. You're competing with agencies that charge $10,000 a month, and you can undercut them by 80% while still tripling your margin. The second skill, and this one is where the real money sits, is building AI agents, systems that don't just respond to you. They take action on their own. An agent can read your emails and draft responses. It can monitor a market and execute a trade. It can manage a customer's entire support experience without a human ever touching it. The businesses paying the most right now aren't paying for content. They're paying to remove headcount from their payroll permanently. Here's the uncomfortable truth. A single person who can build and deploy AI agents can now do the job that used to require a 10-person department. That person isn't earning a 10-person salary, but they're often earning 3 or 4 times what any single member of that department used to make because they replaced the entire cost center. You don't need a computer science degree for this. You need to understand how to structure instructions, how to connect an agent to real tools like calendars, spreadsheets, and payment systems, and how to test until it doesn't break. That's a skill you can build in months, not years. Let me make this concrete, because abstract advice doesn't pay bills. Picture a small dental office. 2 receptionists, constantly buried. Phones ringing, appointment reminders forgotten, no-shows costing thousands a month. A single freelancer builds that office one AI agent that answers calls, books appointments, sends reminders, and follows up on cancellations automatically. that freelancer doesn't charge for an hour of work. They charge based on what the office was losing before: the no-shows, the missed calls, the overtime pay. A system like that can easily be priced between $500 and $2,000 a month, recurring, for a tool that took a weekend to build and requires almost no maintenance. Now multiply that by every dental office, every law firm, every small gym, every real estate agency in a 100-mile radius that has never even heard the word agent used this way. That's not a business idea. That's a business model, and it scales without you needing to hire a single employee. The third skill is something most people ignore because it sounds boring: data literacy. Not coding, not statistics degrees, just the ability to ask AI the right questions about numbers and actually understand what it hands back. Every company on earth is sitting on oceans of data they don't know how to use. Sales numbers, customer behavior, inventory patterns, most of it just sits there untouched because analyzing it used to require a specialist with a six-figure salary. Now, a single person who knows how to prompt an AI model to clean, analyze, and visualize that data can do in an afternoon what used to take a team a month. If you can walk into a business, look at their spreadsheets, and come out the other side with insights that increase their revenue by even 5%, you are not an employee anymore. You are an asset they cannot afford to lose. Now here's where most people get this completely backwards. They think the answer is to become more like the machine. It's the opposite. The skills AI cannot replicate are becoming more valuable, not less. Judgment, taste, the ability to read a room, close a deal, or know when a client is lying about their budget. AI can write you 1,000 marketing emails in a minute, but it cannot tell you which version will make a skeptical 55-year-old CEO actually trust you enough to sign the contract. Why 2030, the people earning the most won't be the ones who outcode the machine. They'll be the ones who pair machine output with human judgment. The final 10% that turns good enough into impossible to say no to. If you're not deliberately sharpening your negotiation skills, your communication, your ability to build trust, you're optimizing the wrong half of the equation. The fifth skill is the one that actually turns all of this into money. Productizing what AI can do for you into something you can sell over and over without trading more of your time. Most people use AI to save themselves an hour here and there. The people getting rich use AI to build something once, a service, a template, a system, and sell it 1,000 times. A resume rewriting service. An automated content engine for small businesses. A custom AI agent sold as a subscription to real estate agents who don't know how to build one themselves. The pattern is always the same. Solve one painful, boring, expensive problem using AI. Package it so a non-technical business owner can buy it without understanding how it works, and price it based on the money it saves them, not on the hours it took you to build it. And the sixth skill is the one almost nobody talks about because it doesn't sound like a skill at all. It's speed. Right now, the barrier to entry in almost every AI-driven business is close to zero. That means your only real advantage is how fast you can move from idea to execution. The person who ships something imperfect this week will always beat the person still perfecting their plan 6 months from now. Because by then, the market has already moved on and someone else already took the client. Build the habit of shipping fast, fixing in public, and improving in real time. In a world where the tools change every few months, the person who moves slowly isn't being careful. They're being left behind. Here's what nobody's going to tell you on the news. 2030 isn't going to arrive as some dramatic robot uprising. It's going to arrive quietly, one job posting at a time, one company reorganization at a time. And by the time most people notice, the window will already be closed. You don't need to master all 6 of these skills today. You need to pick one, start this week, and get uncomfortable enough to actually build something real with it. The people who will look back on this decade as the moment they got rich are not smarter than you. They just started before it was obvious. The machine isn't coming for your future. It's auditioning to become your biggest employee. The only question left is whether you're going to hire it or whether you're going to be the one it eventually replaces. If this gave you a real edge, subscribe, because the next skill I break down might be the one that changes your decade.